Hello, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. There's a lot going on right now. There's a lot of different energies that everyone is working through for sure. Quite a few of us are feeling, a lot of density. People are feeling a little bit lost. We're feeling isolated, not only in the physical sense, but also just in the emotional and spiritual sense of feeling misunderstood or not heard, or there's a lot of fear about being harmed or hurt or judged for your viewpoints at this time. But there's something really important that I want to share with you, and that's, as we make this transition from third density into the fifth density, as we're moving through the fourth and we're working through all the stuff that we're working through, both individually and collectively. We're working through all of the karmic debt and traumas and wounds that we each individually have, not only in our own lifetime, but in our previous lives and in our ancestors and our families' lives. And we're also working through some of the challenges collectively. We're looking at our systems, our education system, our healthcare system, our financial system, all of those things, which are in many ways related to our individual karmic debts. And so not only are we witnessing this complete release, destruction, and rebuilding of our own identities, but we're also watching it in our collective identities, which is our systems. So as we move, there's some people who are going to be able to remove themselves from the third density, from the matrix is what I want to say, and into the fifth dimension sooner than others. And it doesn't mean that anyone is better or anybody is more skilled or more valued. That's not the case at all. But we're each going through this process on our own. The process is really looking at who am I and how do I feel and how do I step out of these constraints that exist in the old systems, that exist in the old matrix, and move my way into a space where I'm a co-creator in this new world, this new dimension that we're entering. And there's a few people that I've seen the last couple days, couple weeks, couple months who are really close. They're really, really close to being there because they're making solid decisions from their heart. They are aware of what their mind wants them to do, but they're following their heart over their mind. They're following their individual higher self, soul self, heart, instead of following what society or cultural expectations are asking them to do in this world. Now, the challenge is, as we move from that third dimensional density into or towards the fifth, is that we are going to hit other people in our lives who are not yet comfortable with you making that move. There are people who are still in a really high state of fear, who are in a really high state of panic, and they are going to feel very uncomfortable with you as you move into that space. And also be aware that as we make that transition, it's not necessarily a smooth transition. You're not riding a unicorn on a rainbow to get there. It's bumpy, it's messy, it's awkward. So you're going to make some mistakes along the way too. So it really is a relationship. But we have to be mindful of individuals in our lives who maybe are not yet at the same spot as us or are being triggered themselves by us moving into that space. And the image that I was given a few weeks ago, I was out on the water, and when we are strong swimmers, we can swim for hours. There's no fear about jumping into the water, regardless of how deep it is, because we know we can swim. And this is what it means to be a light worker in our world, is that we're not afraid of the darkness. We're not afraid of this time because we know how to swim. We know how to understand our energy, read energy, feel energy. We know how to tap into light when we're in the depths of darkness. So we don't have fear about being in it. However, even if you are the strongest swimmer, if you have somebody around you when you're in the lake who is panicking, who is deeply afraid, and as they panic, they can pull you under. We've seen this time and time again. We know this from a health and safety perspective that, you need to make sure that if you are going to save somebody, that you have the proper PPE, that you have a life jacket, even if you are a strong swimmer. And so as we move from this density into these other densities, these other dimensions, we are starting to see now that the really strong swimmers, those who are getting close, those who have the power to make it, are oftentimes being held down by people who are panicking. And it's a real struggle for the light workers and the healers. This is a real struggle for them because their makeup, their soul is one that wants to help. They want everybody to enjoy the water. They want everyone to stay on top of the water. And so it's in their nature to try and help. It's not in their nature to leave anybody behind. But right now, what I'm hearing is that we need the strong swimmers to get to the shore. We need the strong swimmers, the light workers, the healers, those who are close, those who are going to make it into the fifth dimension, to just go, to get in that fifth dimension, to anchor yourself there, to find the path, to feel solid, completely get out of this matrix, get into the new, feel the new, bring it into your body, bring it into your essence, and then you swim back and you help the others get to shore. So right now, this message is for the empaths, the light workers, the way showers, the truth seekers. No guilt. There is no guilt. You do not let anybody pull you down. You are a strong swimmer. Get to the shore because you are going to help millions more people if you can get to that shore than if you are staying here and drowning because of one or two people. So please take the time for yourself right now. If you need a break, if you need some solitude, if you need some restoration, if you need to meditate, if you need to walk, if you need to go throw rocks and scream, do what you need to do to get there. And don't feel the need to apologize to get there, because I know once you're there, you're going to come back and help. We know you're going to help bring the rest of the people to shore. But it's not going to happen if we don't get enough people there. So for all of you who are feeling the struggle right now, for all of you who are feeling like you can't speak up because you're too afraid of what people are going to say, if you feel like you can't do the things that you've come here to do because you're too afraid, or you're going to be attacked, or people aren't going to understand, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. This is the time to focus on your mission, and your mission is to free yourself first. Free yourself first. Each individual that is freed amplifies the energy to help others to also be freed. But we are not looking at a situation where we are going to have one person come and save the world. This time, it's up to each individual to save themselves. And as each individual saves themselves, the energy literally expands outwards. So the people who are not yet there, but are close, they're close to that shore, they can feel that energy coming out to them, and then that amplifies them. So please amplify yourself. Get out in nature, feel the sun, feel the earth, go barefoot. Take care of your health. Love the people who are filling you up right now. Hug the people who are filling you up right now, and get yourself to that shore. Okay? Because there's a lot of us who are really close, and the scales are going to tip when we get there. Much love to you all.